Thank you for tuning in to Radicards.com. I'm your host, Patrick Greeno, and today we're going to be talking about some cards I got at the local card shop today. An update on the lighting. So I tried it without the backlight. I can't see and you can't see me, so that idea is scrapped. My overhead light, too much of a glare by itself. You just isolated, that's a no-go. So we're going to try this. We have to keep the backlight on because it's the only way I can see and the only way for you to see me. Because my camera auto-adjusts to the lighting, so it goes really dark or light. So the backlight kind of has to be there. I've kind of made a modification to my overhead clip light here that we're using to see the cards a little bit better, so it's not so bright. But hopefully this works. I hope that you like this, and I hope it's somewhat of an upgrade, but it certainly helps me see when this backlight is on. So I apologize for anyone who thinks that it's inconvenient, but I've got to be able to see the cards that I'm sharing with you, and so this is the one option that works. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get straight into it here. I go into the bargain bin stuff, and we'll just kind of dive into what I got today. Cool pieces. I mean, I'm real happy with these. They're not very rare or very expensive. They're just kind of just fun. So this is 2004 Leaf Limited Bronze Spotlight, Eric Chavez, number to 100. These are really cool cards. They come in different parallels. There's a silver, and then there's a gold, and different print runs. Eric Chavez started off pretty hot as a prospect in the late 90s, and he's had a pretty productive career, I think. And so this is, I don't really collect this guy. I just like this card from 2004 Leaf Limited. I think these Spotlight cards are great. And this is the Eric Chavez. So it's 2004 Leaf Limited Bronze Spotlight Eric Chavez, number to 100. Let's see. Just go straight into this one here. This is the 2004 Playoff Prestige Extra Basis Purple, number to 150, Derek Lee. Similar in design and look to this Leaf Limited card we just talked about, but from a different product. I actually like this product a lot. They're different parallels. There's like a green, a black, a red, and of course this purple, and then the base card. Kind of a fun run to put together if you're a player collector. I actually really like this set. I see these sometimes out and about, not too terribly frequently. They're not incredibly rare. You can find some parallel of some player pretty available online, obviously, but I just kind of like the design here. They're sort of fun. So this is the 2004 Playoff Prestige Purple, number 150, Derek Lee. Something else I want to mention about the 2004 and 5 releases is there were a lot. In 2004, I think there were it seems like there were like more releases that year than any year. Different brands and different products from the brands. It was a very ambitious year for manufacturers. So this is hails from that year, as does this Leaf Limited Eric Chavez card we talked about. So cool stuff. I like these. These are fun. Another 2004 card that I acquired that I like. We talked about this particular set in a recent video. This is 2004 Fleer Authentics Club Box. This is the Edgar Martinez. Number to 25, this is the pack issued example. In a recent video, I showcased the Frank Thomas that didn't have the serial number on the back. But I found this, so I was like, I gotta grab this. This is the Club Box parallel. So cool stuff. Edgar Martinez, great hitter. Just a fantastic hitter in his career. And I really dig his cards. So cool stuff. This is 2004 Fleer Authentics Club Box parallel, number to 25, Edgar Martinez. Let's see here. What can I show you? So this 2005 Absolute Memorabilia Blue parallel, Adrian Beltre. I like these cards. They're cool. Absolute Memorabilia in 2005 is not dissimilar from other Absolute Memorabilia products. There are just a whole bunch of different parallels of the base card. So this is the blue logo version. I actually recently acquired the Frank Thomas of this set. I hadn't seen it before all these years. The one I own now is the only one I've ever seen, so kind of interesting. So 2005 Absolute Memorabilia Blue parallel, Adrian Beltre. Great player, great card. So this is 2010 Topps Diamond Stars. This is the old Topps logo back, number to 25, with the sketch a version on the front that mimics the 1993 Topps traded set with the USA players in the set. We got AJ Hinch, Todd Helton, Todd Walker, Dustin Hermanson, and so this kind of mimics that same feel, the sketch version. So here's the back of the card, number 25 there, with the old Topps logo. I actually really like this set a lot. I think it's kind of cool. I remember when 2010 National Chickle came out, and Diamond Stars, and I remember all the stuff that came out. And Allen Ginter, it was a big year for the hobby for a number of reasons, which I've touched upon in several episodes. So cool stuff. 2010 Diamond Stars, number 25 of Eric Young Jr. '94-95 Fleer Excel Paul Konerko. I was actually at the game where Paul Konerko hit his 2000th hit. And I was living in Fullerton at the time, and I went to the Anaheim game where they played the White Sox, on which Paul Konerko played. And I didn't have an Anaheim Angels ball cap, and I didn't feel like spending $30-35 to get one. But I did have a White Sox cap. So I wore it to the game, and I got some flack from some of the Angels fans there, but I just expected it. I was like, whatever. I thought it was kind of cool. I've always been kind of a fan of Paul Konerko, so it was nice to be there at his 2000th hit milestone game. Kind of cool. So this is 1994-95 Fleer Excel Paul Konerko. Well, this is 2000 Topps Stars All-Star Authority Cal Ripken. I pick up Ripkins from time to time, and they spark my interest, and they're, you know, in the price bracket in which I entertain. So this falls into that category. Great looking card, and I just think this is it's a good set. I think Topps Stars was awesome when they were around, or when Topps released this run back in the late 90s to the early 2000s. So this is the 2000 Topps Stars All-Star Authority Cal Ripken. 2015 Donruss Gold Press Proof number 99 Kirby Pucket. I really like the Donruss stuff that came out in 14, 15, and 16. Got kind of hairy in 17 with all the parallels. I was putting these sets together, these runs together for Thomas as almost like a tradition from 14 through 16, and then I did it in 17, but I stopped after Optic came out because I didn't want to pursue all the cards again. I've just noticed that every year more and more parallels are released per card, and so it's kind of like exhausting. Not a bad thing, you know, if you have the time and the money, you know, all the better, but I just kind of lost interest after in the teens of cards that I had acquired for Thomas in 17, so I was good. They had two different cards, black and white, the color, and each card had different parallels, and so it was a lot to track down. Whatever the case, I do like the Donruss design. I like the incorporation of the old style designs into the new modern product. This takes the design element from 1987 Donruss and includes it on this here 2015 Donruss card. And we're talking about the baseballs, the base on the left and right side of the cards for the 1987 design, and incorporating it to the top and the bottom of this design. And if you look at the back, we've got what appears to be something similar to, so really from 85 to 91, you had a back that looked like this for Donruss, in different colors, different shades of, you know, blue and orange and yellow and stuff like that. So I like this. I like these cards. These are cool. This is the 2015 Donruss Gold Press Proof number to 99 Kirby Pucket. Speaking of Kirby Pucket, 1992 Studio Heritage. Great set, man. I remember when this came out in 92, I was buying packs just like I did in 91 with the same product, and I remember pulling these and being like floored with them. I was like, man, these are awesome. The sepia photo of the player, the turquoise borders with the flat foil framing, just think they're great looking cards. Even to this day, I look at them like they're just stunning. They're classy. They're classically done. So Kirby Pucket, can't go wrong with him. And this is the 1992 Studio Heritage Kirby Pucket. And then our Frank Thomas. So this is the 2016 Donruss 1982 Test Proof Black, number 25. I pursued the Donruss release for Thomas pretty aggressively in 2016, and you know, I needed this one, so I grabbed it. I like that it's black and white, and it matches the flip that's also in black and white, because everything BGS flips from 8 back is done in a black and white flip. And I like that it matches the card design. I think it's really cool. Great picture of Frank Thomas on the classic 1982 Donruss design. Cool stuff. I like the back. It says test proof on the back. Much like, it sort of mimics the 1990 Donruss Aqueous test issue stuff with the, it's, you know, displayed in that diagonal across the back on those cards. So BGS 8, 2016 Donruss, 82 test proof, black, Frank Thomas, number 25. That covers it. Thank you for tuning in to Radicards.com. I'm your host, Patrick Greeno, and until next time, enjoy collecting. If you like this content, please subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy collecting.